Hello to everyone and welcome to Fintech Garden Weekly Harvest Review. As usually, me, Dumitru Condrea, and my co-host Igor Tomych, we are preparing for you free news to deliver this week. Hello Igor, how are you?
Hello, Dumitru. Hello, everyone. My name is Igor Tomych, and I'm CEO of DashDevs. And I would like to start with the first one. UK money remittance company Wise surged and actually overperforming the estimates from the market with the growth of 26% year to year of the volume of the transactions, which is making almost 49.4 billion pounds, which is $66.2 billion in volume, which is a really good number. And it sets a lot of expectations that the company will land more than expected in financial reports, sounds amazing because actually this quarter, May 11th, they're going to do the dual listing on Nasdaq for IPO, which is sound really great because it's really interesting example of company which is operating on the MEI license. So it's not a full bank, it's not pure money remittance business. It's enabled by electronic money issuing license, and it shows that there is a huge space in money remittance, and it's overperforming most of the startups. So it's basically in top 10 UK fintech companies out there.
Wise is a classical example when a company focus only for one specific niche and work with that niche, and it can provide qualitative growth and success. Wise proved again that remittance market is still alive. Remittance market is very active one. Wise users are not using this only as a platform for remittance, but also using their credit and debit cards for making different kind of payments. This shows that with having a simple MEI license, you can provide what's the most critical for people: to receive money from friends, businesses, wherever, to manage your portfolio of different fiat currencies, and to spend it. This is the most critical, the most base thing what each of the customer are expecting from a fintech company. It proves that Wise will have quite a good and very interesting listing on IPO later. I think this is an example. Managed to work with one single product, one single niche for years and years, and they did with really good success.
Kind of, I would say they're becoming the infrastructure for the cross-border payments, because on the previous episodes we discussed the partnership with the from classical retail banking with the Wise for facilitating the remittances and cross-border transfer. So I think it's a good example when you're doing something really good. You are not just giving the perfect value for the customers, but also you're becoming the platform for other stakeholders in the market. So great success for Wise, and I'm looking to hear how the IPO will launch this quarter.
Second news is about one more close step to launching in 2029 your digital euro. So European Central Bank signed different agreements and partnerships with regarding standardization of using of digital euro. So they had signed some agreements with three entities: CPay standards, Nexus standards, and Berlin Group. Both three give a possibility to cover basically a technical milestone for launching of, well, expected date is 2029, possibly it can be even 2030. This technical milestone just covering the standardizing issues. Different people, different users from around the world even will be able to send, use, pay, convert digital euro to something else, or to use it for classical purchasing or for keeping the assets into one single wallet. Of course, this means also preparation for wallet infrastructure, preparation for launching the technical infrastructure, and seems everything is moving as according to the plan. There are still some strong technical milestones that needs to arrive.
That's definitely a movement that I see recently in making sovereign payments in European Union and launching the digital euro. And we discussed in our podcast. You can take a look on the previous episode with the Rainer. We discussed a lot why it's not a usual just electronic money, and it's not a blockchain technology, but a lot of thoughts put into the infrastructure, how it can operate independently from United States, influence from the card networks, even envisioning the offline functionality. So I think it will allow European Union to have a really powerful tool set for moving the funds and operating within the market with the more stability and predictability.
These technical milestones also cover the fact that digital euro will be able to work with POSs, simplified user cases, and cost minimization for using this digital euro, not only inside the European Union, but as Igor already mentioned, around the world. Also, what is very important, we don't have still in place the regulation that will define the cross-border usage of digital euro inside European Union countries. But this step will be one of the latest, the last step that needs to be covered. We know by sure that in different forums, legislative forums, in different commissions, this work is already ongoing. When we will have a defined regulatory vision and defined regulatory version of how it will be used, then we'll be able to speak very specifically case by case how it will work, how it will be used. And beside the fact that regulations has to be adopted overall on the above European Union legislation, it has also to pass all kind of regulations and to be adapted to different regulations that are inside of each country of the European Union, which is a very hard thing to do. So suddenly in this project, technical stack, technical depth, technical phase, it's not the most complex thing, because already we know as a civilization, we know how to launch such kind of a digital currency. The issue is here that the fact that European Union is not just a single state where with only one legislation, one approval, you can implement this. You need also to take into considerations regulations that exist in each of European Union member states, and this will be the hardest thing to do.
But good luck. I think in 2 years, we will see the competitive approach for moving the funds and paying at the store. So I'm really looking forward to have practical usage out there in the market. And the third news for today, fintech giant Revolut is going to open their first physical store in Barcelona. Although they didn't reveal the exact location or the purpose of this store, it's kind of creating a big boom in the market because it's a first time when the pure digital bank or neobank is going to open the physical store as a branch. But they claim it's not going to operate as a typical banking branch. It's quite a lot of discussions and speculations how it will work. So, Dumitru, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, it's not clear till the end, at least for what this physical store will work and deliver. This is for visibility. It will be an inverse platform, inverse location for Revolut. I think this is more just PR marketing thing. I don't know why they choose Barcelona. Of course, this exists at different reasons. We have to understand it will not be a classical branch. I don't know if customers will be able to come to this physical present entity and say, hey, I have an issue with my card with some payments, because I still believe that they will focus that all customer support will be as usually in your terminal, phone, wherever you're using. I think this is more to show that Revolut have money, Revolut have power, Revolut have profit, and they are strong. Such kind of a physical presence in such a touristic place as Barcelona can possibly just help them to increase the visibility around European Union, and not only. Revolut in 2025 showed very good results, profits, increase of the customers, increase of the transactions amount, average ticket. So by all the parameters, they had a very, very profitable and very good year in 2025. So it seems like they have time, resources to apply some non-standard marketing strategies. And if this store will be, as they said, an immersive platform, seems like people there will be able to see some technical innovations that are not deployed on Revolut, but it's just like a demo version of some possible features. And also it'll be the possibility for tourists just to engage with Revolut brand without making financial activities inside the application. Currently, right now, my personal opinion is that this is just marketing strategy. Let's see where it goes. When it'll open, maybe we'll have some possibility to make some shootings there and to show you what this is about. But let's stay and see where it'll goes.
So thank you for joining us today. Please subscribe to our channel. Please take a look on our episode, full-blown episode, where we're discussing the specifics of the fintech matters. So please stay tuned.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.